Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Yoshi's Woolly World. We're going to Bunsen the Hot Dog's castle. I actually kind of think that's cute. See, it's kind of like Bunsen, like the Bunsen burner, like that you use in science class or whatever. But then it's also like bun, like he's a hot dog in a bun. Then he's like a hot dog, and then he's also a hot dog. It's like, just because you bad guy does not make you bad guy. It is, what is it? It is the morning of Wednesday the 9th of January. And it is, yesterday was like an absolutely like draining day at work. Like, it was just one of those days where, like, it's been one of those days. I don't think I ever told that story. It's not even like a story. But the like it's been one of those, it was just one of those days where it was just like the day just started and never stopped. And then like the day just like started and never stopped, and like by the end of the day I was just like absolutely... Did you ever have like one of those days where like afterwards you're just completely wiped? Like, you're just like, you get home and you're just completely wiped out. Whoa. This is almost like a classic Mario Bowser or something. Like, how do I... Oh, okay. Can I get something up here? No. It's always cute when they put, like, extra little secrets up in places like that as well. There's the key. But that's surely just to... This reminds me of a puzzle. The, Now, why would I put myself through all of this trauma? Yesterday I was just absolutely wiped out when I got home. It was just like, you know, like I left for work at what, like 8:30 or no, like at 7:30. And it was a long day as well. Like, it was a day that was longer than I expected it to be. I didn't end up leaving work until 10 hours later. And it was just like a tiring day. It just never stopped. There was so much like unexpected stuff. Like I wasn't reckoning with the day being as crazy as it ended up being. So then I didn't even get all the stuff done that I wanted to do. I was just like completely wiped out. I'm really looking forward to the weekend this weekend, actually, because like, I think I talked about this already, but it feels like it's felt like, you know, since... What the hell is happening? There's like something I'm not figuring out about these flames. I feel. No, there isn't something I'm not figuring out about these flames. That definitely looked like there was a thing there. Like, I think I talked about this, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but it feels like so Christmas, like, and I know we're at like 1 month later, right? But, you know, December is always kind of a busy time, right? Because you're doing stuff, you're like going out and meeting with people and going like doing things, and you want to see your friends and you want to do stuff with family and stuff like that, which is great, you know, which is fantastic, and that's what the season is for. You're really, that's all you get here? Okay. What? What the hell? What the hell was that? But it feels kind of like, you know, December was busy, and then by virtue of the fact that we were traveling over Christmas time because we spent Christmas in France, like, we never got that. Like, usually you get, like, around the Christmas holidays, this kind of downtime, this kind of just relaxation time, this or and or, which is kind of good for recovering from all of the, like, the... I'm just gonna go back up here again, because I really can't believe that's all that's up here is this. But it seems like that's the case. Okay, fair enough. The, usually you get this kind of, like, downtime, this, like, recovery time or whatever, to be able to, like, as soon as, like, Christmas Day is over, usually you get this kind of, like, nice kind of relaxing time to be able to, you know, just chill out a little bit. And it feels like we didn't get that. And then going into January was just, like, a little bit crazy as well, because there was, like, the ice and snow. Then we had, like, a storm this weekend. We had, like, other stuff that we had planned, because we went to, like, the adult pantomime, which was really good. For those of you who don't know what, like, an adult pantomime is, it's, like, worth finding out. But, like, we went to that, and then we had, like, my best friend's sister visiting from Korea, so we wanted to meet up with them, and there was just, like, stuff happening all the time. And believe it or not, like, this is like the first... This weekend is, like, the first weekend since, like, Christmas time where we just haven't had anything on. Like, as I said, my parents were visiting this weekend for dinner. My parents were coming for dinner this weekend, so we had that to kind of prepare for and get ready for and stuff like that. And then the Sunday before that, I had, like, a photo meetup thing. So, no, you're not serious? No! I'm meeting you back up there. This is where it happened, isn't it? This is where I watched my parents die, parappa. Was it here? It was just after getting this red yarn. So yeah, I had, like, a photography meetup thing as well on, like, another weekend, like the weekend after. I don't even know which weekend it was anymore. So, long story short, no, please don't. Long story short, I'm, like, very much looking forward to this weekend, just because it'll be, like, whoa. Just because it'll be the first time where we're just able to kind of relax and stuff like that. Like, and that's important to any of us, to have those sort of, to have that kind of, like, downtime where you can just... What is the story with this platform? Is it just a platform? I'm telling you, this level has me, like, freaked out now. And that's important as well. So, like, I have to say, especially after, like, the day I had at work yesterday, and, like, the rest of the week is going to be busy as well, so it's not like that's about to change anytime soon either. The rest of the week is going to be busy as well, so that's not going to change anytime soon either. I'm really looking forward to this weekend. You know, it'll just be nice to spend some time doing our own thing, do some stuff that we haven't had time to do just because we've been constantly... No, these freaking assholes, these jerk cops. I'm, like, just about to die. I was just gonna say, there can't just be, like, nothing here. Nothing, tra-la-la. Please just give me a checkpoint. If I have to do this room one more time, I'm gonna freaking scream. But as I was saying, what was I talking about before? Oh, I was just talking about how busy it was. So I was like, there's like a new season of My 600 Pound Life, and of course I've been watching it because of course I watch My 600 Pound Life. You know me at this point. That shouldn't come as any surprise to you. that shouldn't come as any surprise to you, right? So, like, this new season... I'm just gonna get rid of you guys before I have to deal with you. Especially when I'm on, like, 1 heart. So, there have been, like, 4 episodes of this new season so far. The first like 2 episodes were really kind of like really nice. They were very kind of like inspiring, you know. They were kind of like I saw it happening like the millisecond before it actually ended up happening. I don't think there was anything in there. There was no yarn or flour anyway. The, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Maybe it is what I wanted to do. I just got all the freaking flowers. So the first, like, 2 episodes were, like, really nice. They were, like, very, like, inspiring. The people were really motivated, and that's the thing, like, a lot of those shows, like, they predate on people, like they're usually about, like, haha, this person failed, you know? But actually, and I am not alone in this, or my compatriots on r/my 600-pound life agree with me, right? That actually the episodes where you get the opportunity to just... There's no flower up here? I thought there was a flower up there. I thought there was a flower. I thought there was a flower. I thought there was a flower. The episodes that are actually really entertaining to watch are the ones where you actually get to see the people be motivated and succeed. You would think that, like, the show was all about ha ha ha, you know, this person failed, but actually, like, those episodes can be a bit of a drag to watch, because it's just like, oh, this person just refuses to change their behavior, or this person just refuses to believe that they're the ones that are responsible for their, like, poor eating habits or whatever. And it's just kind of like this death loop of, and it's just kind of like this death loop of the same conversation happening over and over again, and the person, like, thinking that they're losing weight when they're not actually losing weight, you know, and that's what it ends up being, right? So those episodes usually aren't extremely exciting. Yeah, I knew there was something else up there. And, like, the first two episodes of this season were really good like that. They had people who were motivated. They were like, and they had, like, a good support system around them and stuff like that. And I was like, this is great. This is, like, they were, like, 2 of the best episodes I'd seen in a long time. And then, like, the 3rd episode was this lady where, oh, is he Bane? Isn't it about time you gave up? That really burns me up, or rather it'll burn you up. You think the lava is your friend, Yoshi? I was born in it, molded by it. Oh my god, this thing is cute. This thing is cute. It's like something Secret Fury would make. I think that was my time to, like, hit him, was it? When he was, like, all, like, grey and, like, charry. Was it? Yeah, it was. What do I do now? Oh, was I supposed to, like, pull his tongue? Is that what I was supposed to do? Could I have, like, been, like, sucking up that guy's, like, fireballs the whole time? Like, fireballs, yeah. Am I supposed to... Oh, I'm supposed to stomp on his tongue. Oh yeah, dogs don't like that if you've ever tried it. What was I saying? If you've ever tried it, you know? Not that I have. This is just the same as the Koopa one. Or the Mole one. Like, they do this thing where it's like, oh my god, all of a sudden it's 3D, you know? The, what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, but she was just like, the crazy thing about that lady, right, in the 3rd episode, was she kept being like, I've lost 100 pounds, you know, I've lost 100 pounds, and that's still not enough, and like, he was just like, you haven't lost 100 pounds, you've lost like nothing, you know, you have lost no pounds, you have lost 0 pounds have been lost, you know, since your store has opened. And it was just like frustrating, like when you're watching someone like that, who's just like constantly in their own little, obviously in their own little dreamland. I need to like... Who's constantly like obviously in their own little dreamland, it can be like a frustrating thing. So in the end, she ended up just like fighting with him, like because he was like, the scale doesn't lie, and she was like, did they zero that scale right? You know, the scale has to be wrong, the scale is inaccurate, you know, I've definitely lost 100 pounds, and it's like, you haven't lost anything, you know, like, it was just crazy, and like, that can be quite a frustrating watch, and like, I was like, okay, interesting character. The one yesterday, like, I watched the new episode yesterday, episode 4, and like, this guy literally couldn't get out of bed, like, which is fair enough, right? That's his, like, that's his trouble. That's his thing to deal with. But the, like, he didn't do anything. He honestly, like, didn't do anything to lose any weight whatsoever. This guy weighed 760 pounds, and, like, he did nothing to, like, make the effort to lose the weight. And you knew from, like, the first 5 minutes that it was never going to happen, because he didn't see this as being something that he caused and that he needs to resolve, right? So you could just, like, tell instantly that this was going nowhere. Like, you ain't going nowhere. Let's have a look at our world list. The world list of all things. The last 2 levels we did well, but there's a couple of levels here that we missed quite a bit. We did well on the yarns, except for those couple of middle levels, like 5, 6, 7, where you like fucking got destroyed by them. But yeah, he was there at the start, and he was like, sometimes I have a lazy carer. And I'm like, you are like the last person on earth who should be calling anyone lazy. You know, it's like, sometimes I have a lazy carer. When they're washing my body, sometimes they just go, wash, rinse, dry. And I'm telling them, you gotta wash, rinse, dry. And he said this like about 3 times. He was like a broken record. He was like, wash, rinse, dry. And if you just do wash, rinse, dry, then the soap, like, yada, yada, yada. You've gotta wash, rinse, dry. Is this the one that I'm missing? No, I got Clawdaddy Beach. Is it this one? Big Montgomery. I'm not doing another fucking fort. Did I get all of the rest of them? It's in the 2 freaking forts that I'm missing the things. Oh, for crying out loud. I don't really feel like going to Circus Land or whatever this is, or Candyland. I am the bounty man coming from Candyland. I am your bounty man. What is this called? What's the name of this island? Is it just called World Tree? Yeah, it's just called World Tree. The World Clique. But yeah, and then he was like, I've been eating low-fat foods, I've been eating plant-based foods, I've been eating sugar-free foods, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, this is not going to happen. So then you know that you're strapped in for like an hour and a half of just like pain. Anyway, thanks a million for watching this part of Let's Play Yoshi's Woolly World. In the next part, we'll either go back to World 1, or else we'll like start with Candyland. I am your bounty man, coming from Candyland. Bye bye.